Hey everybody, got another video here for you. And the idea is I'll just sand back the pink until it looks kind of like that. Kind of like this. This has 3 coats of lacquer on it so far. Or kind of like this. This was the original test sample. This has 1 coat of lacquer on it. And so, yeah, I'm going to go sand. I'll be back. Okay, got it all sanded back. And there's the results. Both sides and the sides and everything. Got a pretty good match with the neck, I'd say. So, this looks a little bit browner because this already has lacquer on it. It's 3 coats of lacquer so far. And yeah, this is going to get lacquer next. I already got the can here. Time to start shaking it up. And yeah, I'm not going to film squirting lacquer. You know what that looks like. So, this has 3 so far. I'll probably give it 1 or 2 more coats and then start sanding. Give this thing somewhere between 3 and 6 coats and then get started on sanding. And yeah, the normal process, up to half a dozen coats of lacquer and sanding. And I could do the Gibson method where I give it a final coat of lacquer and then go straight to the buffer after sanding. But yeah, sand, maybe a Gibson last coat after sand, and then go to the buffer and buff it, and then wax it, and then oil it, and then both pieces will be ready for assembly. And the next thing will be fretwork. But right now, this is going in the paint shop. In case I forgot to mention it, I did all this by hand with 320. So, yeah. No power tools, no coarser grits, none of that. Just a little quality time in front of the TV and hand sanding. You have to sand the thing back to almost clear wood again in order to get this kind of an effect. So you go 10 strokes too much and you lost all your pink. So that's the reason why you want to stick with the hand sanding and the finer grits, so that you don't take out too much pink. So working on the Aero 4 here, and it looks like this stuff has enough lacquer on it. I think the body got 4 coats, and the neck got 5 coats, as I recall. And results are better than normal. There's like no orange peel, just like a couple almost runs, but not even. You can almost see one there. And yeah, practically nothing on the neck either. There's like there. Yeah, there's 3 of those on the entire neck, and other than that, the whole thing is like flat and looks like it's already been sanded and gotten another coat of lacquer on it. So I'm not going to sand it at all, I don't think. I'm not obsessive compulsive about having something mirror glass flat smooth. So yeah, I'm more interested in sheen level. So I think I'm just going to go straight to the polisher here. There's the polisher right there. My corded drill is my polisher. Yeah, I use some polishing compound and clean up with Windex and tissue. And I'm going to have at it. I'm not going to film it. I'll be back. Well, so much for no sanding. There was some kind of a contamination on the buffer wheel. It's a new wheel. and yeah, left some contamination kind of burnished into the clear coat, and it's a little too deep to buff out, so try some like 600 grit, something like that, and then maybe drop down to 320. Resquirt if I have to. So much fun. Then, of course, once I find the proper grit and get the stuff sanded out, and assuming there's still lacquer left underneath there, then I have to run through all the grits before I start polishing again. Okay, little quality time with the 320, and all of the contaminants have been sanded out of the clear coat, and I did not cut through. So I also knocked down those one or two little high spots that were on the back of the spine here at the same time. So yeah, you can see there's where one used to be. So now I just take these few spots that I had to touch up with the 320, and I run through the grits 600, 1200, 2500, and then I can go to polish and cleanup. Okay, I ran through the grits on those couple of spots on the neck, and then polished it up and cleaned it up with the Windex, and did the polish and the cleanup on the body as well, and things are looking pretty good. I'm really pleased with the way this turned out. It's not technically a grain pop, but it's close enough for government work. So yeah, so the next step is wax it, let it dry, buff off the wax, then rub it down with mineral oil, and then buff the mineral oil off, which kind of gives you a wax oil finish on top of the lacquer, which actually fills little microscopic gaps in the top of the lacquer and gets you a smoother surface as far as feel goes, and also look and a higher sheen because it's a smoother surface. Because if you take a look at this right now, that's not a very tight falling spot right there. And the smoother this, the closer this gets to a mirror, the tighter that'll become. In general, I probably should say that me personally, I mean, it's like you can still see the run there. I'm not worried about a mirror smooth finish, and I don't think this camera can pick it up, but part of the reason why this is kind of foggy is that this has some really small orange peel in it still. There you can kind of see little micro craters, but yeah, see, I'm not worried about that because, you know, from the player's point of view, the thing's plenty smooth enough. It looks awfully nice too for a pink guitar, right? But I'm rambling. So yeah, time to wax and oil these, and then it's time for fretwork. Yay. So there it is, all waxed and oiled and buffed up and stuff like that. And fretwork on the neck here is the next step. Well, I think that's going to do it for this video. So, until the next one, everybody, have a good one.